Bengal Genius, we're roughly 5 hours away from kickoff, and we're going to end the streak today. It's over. 31 years of waiting should be over with today. I was thinking back, I haven't had a beer since the Chief game in order to relive my ritual back from when I was 16 years old. So that's got to help. It's all going to come together today, but man, I was looking back over the last 7 wild card games, and every time it was you see your quarterback in the playoffs, and you're really like, this is it. This is where you really find out what kind of quarterback you got. And of course, Palmer exploded onto the scene. It was one completion to Chris Henry, 66 yards, and the rest went down in history there. We know how that turned out. And then waiting Andy Dalton, it was anxious 4 times in a row, and he never had a good playoff game. And then, of course, the disaster 6 years ago, 2016, the meltdown in Cincinnati. So we've just never had that moment since Boomer in 91 where we just came out and just lit someone up in a wild card game. Although I do believe the Raiders will be tough, they're not going to be an easy opponent. I just think we're long overdue. I think that, like I've said before, they've had a tough, they won 4 straight games. They've had some battles to get in. It's a short week. They were up late with an overtime game. It was emotionally draining for the team, and I'm hoping they run out of juice coming all the way to Cincinnati to play in the cold. You already know all the stats. Derek Carr hasn't won in a game below 32 degrees, and the weather's supposed to be around 19, I believe, at kickoff. So it's all lining up. Now it's just a matter of going out and getting it done. And hopefully Burrow is what Burrow is and just comes out and with surgeon precision and carves these boys up. So what's some wild cards that could get us? I guess their defensive line does get a lot of heat, of course. And, I rewatched the Raider game from previous in the year, and they did put a lot of heat on Burrow. I am hoping, though, since that game was on the road, now that we're at home, it'll afford us that little 0.5 milliseconds needed, because there'll be better communication among the offensive line, which should give Burrow that time, which will open up the big plays. So I expect a lot of big plays, and I think the first game we relied primarily on Joe Mixon to get it done, and although that's a nice game plan, I wouldn't be surprised if today that we just air it out and just let Joe do what Joe does, and we carve him up. Final prediction, the Bengals 41, the Raiders 13. I think that we might turn it over early, have some early miscues because we're a young, fired up, jacked up team, but in the end, we'll calm down and just blow them out. And that's what I'm expecting to see. So protect Joe. Be sure to subscribe, and let's go, man. We're going to be rocking and rolling after we get this win. So let's do it, guys. WHODEY!